The cringing event that happened in JP many months ago is finally here on Global, and from what I have seen so far, there is mixed feelings on how Global players are looking at this event. The two main things that I have been seeing so far is how long it takes to complete a Chaos Co-op run and the actions performed from players whenever they team up with random players instead of their own friends. So in this video, I am just going to give some tips to those who are struggling through this Chaos Co-op so that you are able to perform better and know exactly what to do whenever you are going into a Chaos Co-op run. So knowing that the Chaos Co-op runs does take a good amount of time, make sure that you set aside everything that you're doing so that you can focus on this co-op event. Knowing that you are going to be consistently launching every single turn, it is best to pay attention so that you can either HP attack every single time the enemies are being launched, so that way you do not waste any seconds and you consistently do what you have to do to try to roll on to the next co-op run and continue on until you are able to collect all of the co-op awards from this event. Now, the obvious thing would be to do this co-op run with friends, but if you have to do it with randoms, here are a few things you can do to make your runs as efficient as possible. So for team comps, have at least one layer or one keys if you are hosting a co-op run. If one of the layers has a BT, it is actually a big plus when you are going up against Gilgamesh, and if you don't, it is perfectly fine, and I'll explain why. For call abilities, Tifa Call, the obvious one, is probably the best one here because of her big damage, because it will help out in knocking out Gilgamesh as quickly as possible, which we will get to here in just a bit. For the summon, make sure to equip Pandemonium for the extra HP damage when launching. During Wave 1, avoid using Leo's LD and focus on launching the dinosaurs one by one to build up the summon gauge so that it can be ready before you go into the second wave where you will be encountering Gilgamesh. If you or one of the randoms has Leo's BT, then you don't have to worry about building up the summon gauge. It's really up to you and your teammates, and that is, of course, if they do catch on as to what it is that you are trying to do. During wave number 2, whoever has the BT, use the BT and just go ham on Gilgamesh. If you don't have the BT, here's what you should do. If you did prepare the summon like I mentioned before during wave 1, summon now and just go ham. If you brought Tifa's LD call, use her during the summon phase to shave off as much HP as possible. You want to do everything that you can to knock out Gilgamesh and get those Gilgamesh tokens for all of the co-op rewards that you have to get with Gilgamesh's tokens. Finally, for wave number 3, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just beat the sharks up. If you have to summon, use them. Launch them like a madman and try to finish them off as quickly as possible. Once again, guys, this co-op, it does take up a lot of time. Make sure you are focusing on what it is that you're doing. Try to help out your teammates and try to speed up things as quickly as possible so that you can continue your runs, collect all of the tokens, and get the hell out of this event. I know this event is not the funnest event that Square Enix has ever been released, and even though they quote-unquote made some changes, in my opinion, they could have done a little bit more because, well, it really feels almost like the same event that was released in JP with just a few little differences. But hopefully these tips helped you out whether you are going in with randoms or you are going in with friends. And if it did help you out, consider liking the video and of course subscribing to the channel for future operaomnia content, as it does help out in spreading the video out to everybody, and it does help grow the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate the love as always, and I will catch you guys in my next video.